Will operations management ever be automated? The age of automation arrives. Automation has crept into civilization so slowly and deliberately that we've already understood the repercussions. While the outrage about exporting employment to third world countries, the reality is that technology is significantly more damaging to human workers, particularly in the long run. Whenever the concept automation is used, many people's minds go through a brief sci-fi themed slideshow. Humanoid machines take to the streets in the world, upsetting society and battling with their new owners. Fortunately for us though, robotics are more concerned with enhancing productivity than with capturing people when it comes to project management automation. It's no surprise that the need for a supply chain process that is adaptable, precise and agile increases. Production lines will have to adjust to bigger, more detailed information and customer transit ways as customer and consumer bases keep developing quickly. Yet operating an effective production process involves several time-consuming activities. It is when automation comes into play. Individuals to engage can devote considerable time predicting, evaluating market data, and creating connections with clients if time-consuming activities are mechanized. So, with many advantages to automating, it may come as a shock that roughly 63% of organizations do not employ devices to protect the performance of the supply chain. But first, if you are new here, consider subscribing to this channel to continue receiving great weekly videos on consulting. Supply chain issues are a frequent thing. Occasionally, supply networks will run into difficulties. Avoiding or coping with them when they occur is the preferred method of dealing with the problem. Workers who are trapped doing routine jobs, on the other hand, may not be able to notice them approaching. Here are some of the most typical difficulties that supply networks currently face. Thoughts of customers. Clients desire their things as quickly as possible when there is one solid fact about delivery. Clients demand rapid and precise delivery and excellent customer service because now we live in the prime era. As per the latest survey, the main difficulty faced by nearly 20% of companies is shifting customers' requirements. Consumer demand shows no indication of stopping down anytime soon. Thus, this number is only projected to climb. Staying ahead of the curve in the international market. Irrespective of your viewpoint, the world market has recently been rather unstable. On a world basis, not only are all of the typical operations in a supply chain much more challenging, but there are also a slew of rules that an organization must adhere to. A supply network must be extremely flexible and adapt swiftly to shifting global demands. You must be ready to alter direction rapidly when the future is as unpredictable as it is in the present global market. Selecting the correct channels. When it comes to ordering delivery platforms for your manufacturing process to use, there are already a dizzying number of possibilities accessible. Despite going backward, a manufacturing process must arrange orders coming in from a variety of channels. Another important aspect of this problem has enough data visibility. To locate the finest potential route to satisfy your operations demands, you must be entirely aware of how your manufacturing process operates. Advantages. As the intricacy of functioning in today's economy grows, more and more businesses are turning to production line robotics. Supply chains are always looking for methods to increase their supply chain's efficiency and accuracy. To begin, consider the following instances of challenges that many supply chains are currently facing. Using robots to solve problems. What role does supply chain automation play in satisfying a demanding client base that expects quickness, accuracy, and outstanding service? Customer service improvements. When a consumer places an order for a particular product, it begins its trip through the production process. Conversely, there are a few barriers where human labor falls short of the capabilities of automated warehousing. A worker, for instance, may notify users that an item has been purchased and has to be picked up. The worker in issue would have to go to the item, locate the right item, pick up and transport it to be sent out. Keeping your distribution network safe. People can foresee and make informed assumptions, and there are always mysteries hiding all around the corner. Stay current with the ever-increasing need for shipment. Storage facilities are essential components of every production process, but products and data transit is equally as important. Trucking is critical to how a distribution network works. After all, customers would like to get the things they paid for. Several small businesses still use old-fashioned techniques to manage transport portions of their value chain, and although this may function for them, automation could help them achieve greater levels. Restrictions. While supply chain robotics has many advantages, our tiny robot companions still can't compete with a human worker in a lot of ways. Whereas many businesses are adopting supply chain automation, some are waiting to see how things progress. Automated developments. Distributing network robotics can reduce costs, speed up and improve accuracy. Because self-driving trucks are slowly finding their way into the media cycle, you're undoubtedly already familiar with this issue. Several businesses are attempting to break into this sector, but we are still a long way from seeing convoys of self-driving trucks on the roadways. Currently, this system is being tested in conjunction with a human rider to avoid any unexpected complications. Computer vision has advanced. The huge volumes of vital data that goes accompanying goods in supply chains are completely unavoidable. Automation that is already in place will have to immediately increase as time passes on to create it through this data and stay up with the growth. Robots will have to adapt to new environments, whether it be to adjust to continuously changing warehousing or to provide users higher clarity into their production process. More responsibility will be handed onto autonomous operations as chain management automation develops. Automated functions would instantly boost up or scale down a production process as desire fluctuates, bringing distribution networks nearer to alive, living beings in the coming years. Process improvement ideas. Aside from technology, there are a few additional developments to keep an eye on in the supply chain industry in the future years. Virtual and augmented reality is on the rise. Many folks assume of the flourishing virtual reality (VR) game business when they hear the words virtual world or augmented reality. However, this technology has applications beyond piloting massive machines across space. Another of them is warehousing picking precision. Consider the scenario. When a customer requests an item, a worker is notified that the pickup and packing procedure is ready to begin. The warehouse worker puts on a pair of smart glasses which instantly shows the location of the item as well as any important data. Additional information can be provided through the wearables to assist the management of some of the most effective roads to follow if a complex request comes in. These kinds of devices could also be used to track how much time people spent moving to and from items, allowing management to make appropriate changes to help speed it up. World markets influence. Restrictions may happen at any time as events shift backwards and forwards. In this type of climate, chain management interruption is now almost a given. Yet as things continue to move, supply chain managers need to be alert for rapid environmental change. Digital transformation of production processes on a large scale. Supply chain operations are anticipated to expand, migrating towards online spaces as customer bases develop. Getting insight into your distribution networks is increasingly becoming a must-have criterion for operating a larger chain. Older analog storage data systems and the human mistakes that come with them have been abandoned. Such unique information is needed when searching for an approach to enhance a production company's precision and effectiveness, and those who do not jump on board will be left below. Production capacity mechanization is on the increase, and process improvement system growth is unstoppable as time passes on. You should anticipate seeing us grow like wildfire as we discover more on making more economical industrial robots and fine-tune them to meet the demands of our operation. Keep a close eye on the future and be prepared to implement these game-changing technology advancements as they emerge. If you like the video, give us a like to make more videos like this one, and tell us in the comments section below what type of videos you want. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more weekly videos.